Hey, welcome everyone. What time is it? It's 2:55. It's a little bit late. I've been sat here waiting to get in for a little bit. So hopefully you've been nice and patient and you persevered and we've arrived on our mats. So welcome everyone. Let's get into this class today. It might be a little bit shorter today, just because it's coming up to 3 o'clock now. But remember, all these classes are recorded, so you can catch up with them at any time. And today is a really beautiful day because I'm teaching from our new yoga space. I'm going to move out of the way. This is right in the centre of Leicester, and we've been refurbishing this beautiful old building for the last 6 weeks, something like that. And I've been doing a lot of my Zoom and Facebook classes from here. So it might sound a little bit different, and it might look a little bit different, but we'll have the same practice together. All right, okay. So find a comfortable seat on your mat. I'm going to move. I'm going to get back onto my mat, and then we will get right into this class. We'll move a fair amount. We'll work with the breath. So we'll keep it nice and varied. If you want to sit on something, I've got this block. I'm going to use another one, this block here. So it can just feel nice sitting on something at the start. And remember, you know, we call this pose Sukhasana, or Sukhasana, easy pose. You know, if you don't like sitting like this cross-legged, or you find it difficult to do that, then sit up against the wall or sit in a chair for this first part. It's not a problem at all. And the theme for all of my classes this week have been about letting go. And when I mean letting go, I'm just thinking about letting go of the unnecessary, anything that doesn't serve us. My yoga teacher, who I went to train with out in India, used to say, yoga is the path that takes us from disease to ease. And I really like the way he used to talk about disease, because he used to break it down. He used to say dis-ease and hyphenate it. So disease is like a lack of ease, and that could be, you know, physical, it could be mental, emotional, all of these things. So a lack of ease. And hopefully what our yoga practice does, it takes us from that disease, lack of ease, into a place of relaxation and ease at the end of it. And that's the plan anyway. Otherwise it just becomes another form of exercise, which is great. But with yoga, we work with the breath. You know, there's some meditation involved in it sometimes as well. And the Yoga Sutra, the second Yoga Sutra, it just says yoga is a calming of the fluctuations of the mind, or the mental whirlpooling. So hopefully we'll be able to calm the fluctuations of your mind today. If that's how you're feeling, you might not be. You might be blissed out already. All right, okay. So make sure you're comfortable. Let's begin to move a little bit. And just press the fingers down into the floor. Really simple. Roll the shoulder blades back. Find some length in the spine. And maybe just close the eyes, or just keep the gaze soft just for a moment. Relaxing the shoulders, as I say, finding length in the spine, heart centers lifted. You just begin to notice what's going on for you today. Physical body, the breath, what have you brought onto the mat? And then as you think about those things, just very lightly, congratulate yourself because you made it. And probably you waited a little bit of time for me today. So congratulations on persevering. All right, if the eyes are closed, just come with the eyes open. Beautiful, nice. Let's just do a little twist. Nice, always nice to start with a twist in the yoga practice. Inhale the arms up, exhale hands to center. Inhale the arms up, exhale hands to center. And then one more time, inhale the arms up. And then exhale, right hand behind. The left hand just comes onto the right knee or inside the right thigh. I like to press into the fingers, find length. This is where you lengthen. And then exhale, just twisting over to the right. You're never quite static. Inhale, you come out the twist, the spine lengthens. Exhale, you come back into the twist. Inhaling and exhaling. 3 or 4 more times like that. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Working with the breath now. One more time. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Beautiful. Just come back to center. Inhale the arms back up. Find length. and then come to the other side. Right hand, left knee, press the left fingers into the floor. Inhale, find length. Exhale into your twist. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, twist. Inhale, find length. Exhale into your twist. 2 more like that. Nice, deep inhale. Work with the breath. Full exhale. Open the body. Inhale. Full exhale. Nice. Inhale back to center. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Nice and slowly. And just that awareness into the body. That's all we're doing. Just bringing awareness and working with the breath. Nice. All right. If you're sat on something, probably remove it now. Place it off to one side. You can use that later on. Bring the other shin in front, just so you don't get the imbalance in the hips. And then we're going to move into the side body today. So we're going to move this lateral movement, which gets right up here. So we can get very tight in the side ribs into the hips as well. So you just very simply flatten the left palm down. You take an inhale, right arm comes up, and then just breathe here. Really feel this stretch right into the right hand side. Try not to do this where you start lifting up. Press both sit bones back into the floor, and then just let the head go. Palm is facing down towards the floor. Inhaling and exhaling here. Just use the breath to open it up, and then come to the other side. Right hand down. Stretch into the left hand side. Deep inhales. Full exhales. Nice. Deep inhale. Feel free to bend into the elbow if you want. We can keep the arm straight. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Beautiful. Bring that left hand down. Nice. And then what we'll do with those is we'll do the same thing, but we'll work dynamically. So we'll just work with the breath and we'll move in and out. Left hand down. So you inhale to the left, exhale to the right. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale, exhale. Nice. Like all of your yoga, just get into a rhythm that suits your body today. Inhaling left, exhaling right. You might go slower than me. You might think, you know what? You ain't fast enough. So you might go faster than me. So whatever the body's crying out for. But just meet your body where it is with that compassion and that love and a huge amount of respect. Nice. Just a few more either side. Beautiful. Inhale over to the left. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, both arms back up to center. Exhale, hands together, framing the hands at heart center here. Beautiful. And then just pause in here. Hands at heart center. Relax the shoulders and just find some stillness. Just notice what's going on for you. Nice. If the eyes are closed, just come with the eyes open. Really nice work. What we'll do is we'll come down onto our backs. So we'll do a few postures down here. The observant people who are watching will notice that the clock doesn't work, but this clock has been here since 1906. Wow, that's a long time, isn't it? And we're getting it repaired. Good news. All right, lie down on your backs, hug the knees into the chest, and maybe just rock it out from side to side. So make sure that you draw the waist down into the floor. The tailbone, which is the bottom bit of the spine, is nice and flat. And then just feel free just to rock around a little bit. You might want to open the knees. You might want to just rock the knees from side to side, or you can do complete circles of the knees. A few one way, a few the other way. Whatever the body's crying out for, don't think about it too much. And then we're going to keep the feet lifted, and then we're just going to piston the legs. So we want to move right into the core. You think, oh no, not the core, but this is quite a nice way to do it. So flatten the spine. What you do, bring the shoulders down onto the floor. Just inhale the left leg out. Exhale the right leg out. So you're just moving. Inhale. Exhale, excuse me. So inhale left, exhale right. Inhale left, exhale right. Shoulders are nice and relaxed, and you're moving at a pace that works for your body. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Beautiful work, everyone. You can lift the head, as long as there's no strain in the neck, then you might just be very gently lifting the head. Then you get a visual of what's going on. That can help. Feel this connection right at the core, right at the navel center. Nice. Feel free to take breaks at any time. We'll be here for another 20 seconds. Beautiful. Inhale both legs out. Just hover them. And then exhale them down. Feet fall open. Palms face up. And then just lie here. You've got nothing else to do. At this moment in your life, just let the bones sink down into the floor. Try not to attach to any negative thinking. And just breathe deeply. Nice. All right. We're going to bend one knee in, bend the other knee in. Have a look at the feet. Make sure that they're about hip width apart. They're lined up with the long edges of your mat. Press the palms down into the floor just by your hips. And we'll do dynamic bridge. So take an inhale, lifting the hips off the floor. And then exhale, just rolling down through the spine. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Just carry on like that. Deep inhale. Raise the hips up, press into all four corners of the feet. Exhale, slowly coming down through the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae. Just think about the knees and make sure the knees are not going too wide. So you've got a very slight internal rotation going on in the knees. Inhale up, exhale down. 3 or 4 more. Here's the last one coming up. Nice deep inhale up. And a full exhale. This time, roll down through the spine really slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, bone by bone. And then when the spine is nice and flat on the floor, hug the knees into the chest. Nice. Really nice. Feel free to kind of bring the forehead up towards the knees. Beautiful. Nice. From here, we'll work into the glutes and we'll work into the hips a little bit. So raise the right foot, place the right foot over the left knee. So we just come into this reclined pigeon. What I like to do is I like to use the hands and I thread through the gaps that I've created, and then I'm going to grab around the back of the left thigh. You can grab around the shin if that feels good for you, but what you want to do is you want to make sure the shoulders are relaxed down on the floor. And then just breathe here. Deep inhales, full exhales. If you need a little bit more juice, then you just bring this left knee back against the right foot a little bit more. And then just settle in. We'll spend a little bit more time here. You feel this stretch into the right hip, the right glute. If that sounded a little bit noisy for the last couple of minutes, I apologize. There's the road sweepers in Leicester City Centre are pretty noisy. And also in our yoga studio at the moment, we've removed some of the windows. It seems a strange thing to do, but it's all work in progress, so it can be a little bit noisy. Let's take 3 more breaths here, and then we'll just swap over to the other side. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Fullest exhale. And then final one. Deep inhale. And a full exhale. Beautiful. Nice. Just bring that left leg down onto the floor. Uncross the right leg. And then we just swap over. Nice and simple. Left foot is on the right thigh. Or you can bring it on the knee. Whatever feels good for you. You might adjust it around. And then thread through the gap, grab around the shin, or I like to grab around the back of the right thigh, or I grab the right thigh. I relax my shoulders down as much as I can. Back of my neck is long, I'm relaxing my face. And this time stretching into the glute on the left-hand side, the left hip. If you want any more sensation, then you just bring the right knee back against the outer edge of the left foot. And breathe here. So working into the back, working into the hips, into the glutes. Really nice stretch. Just takes a little bit longer just to open up these muscle groups. So we spend a little bit more time here. Really nice work, everyone. Beautiful. 3 more breaths again on this side. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Breathe into this posture. 1 more. Deep inhale. And then your fullest exhale. And as that exhale peters out, just bring the right foot down. Really slowly unravel the left foot. And then when the feet are flat on the floor, hug the knees into the chest. Nice work. Really nice. Now you've got a choice here. You can just roll over to one side if you want to do that. We're going to transition to all fours. Or if you want to roll up and down the spine a few times, it can be quite good fun, but I realize it's not for everybody. Grab onto the shins or the knees, and then you just do a few spinal rolls. So you roll up and you roll back, not too far. Just roll in gently up and down the spine. Give it a go if you're feeling adventurous. Try not to roll too far back. So you want to make sure you're protecting the neck. Let's do 2 more. Last one coming up. And then come all the way up to sit. Nice. And then you should find yourself towards the top of the mat. Place the hands down and then come onto all fours. So here we are, first time. Stretch out one leg, stretch out the other leg. You're just feeling the length of the legs. Have a little wriggle around. Beautiful. Nice work. All right, let's just work a little bit into the wrists. So I've been doing this in the last few weeks. We'll start with the right wrist. Just turn the fingers out and then bring the fingers so they point towards the knee. So I turn my fingers out, and then the hands are pointing towards the knee. And then I'm just very gently just rocking, bringing that sensation in the inside of the wrist here. You know, we use the wrists a lot. I talk about it a lot, but we do use the wrists when we're in down dog and plank and some of the balances that we do. And slowly bring that right hand back. And then we'll do the left hand, turn the left fingers out, bring the fingers so they point towards the knee. They don't have to. If they're out to the side, that's great. As long as you feel some kind of sensation in the inside of the wrist. Maybe use the right hand just to bring in a little bit of movement. Doesn't have to be big. You can circle the hips out. As you do this, relax the jaw. Just be curious. Be curious of how the body feels. And then slowly bring the left fingers back. Nice. Come to sit back onto your heels. If this doesn't feel good for you, then you can always just sit cross-legged. And then bring the arms out so they're just in line with the shoulders. And then just circle the wrists a few times. So you just do big circles, clockwise rotation. Really big circles. And then come back the other way. Big circles. Nice. All right. Shake the arms out. It sometimes brings a bit of tension into the forearm. So you just release it. Come back to all fours. Spread through the fingers. Feel into your newly opened and flexible wrists. And then from here, what we'll do is we're going to inhale the right leg back. Nice. Point the toes down towards the floor. So this pose is called sunbird. You might want to stay here, or you might want to float the left arm forward. Yeah, nice. So length through the right leg, toes are pointing down. Imagine you're pressing the right sole of the foot into the wall behind. Activate through the left fingertips. You can stay here if you want. If you find that you're a little bit wobbly, then just look down at the front edge of your mat. Now you can bend into the right knee, sweep the left arm behind, grab hold of the foot, and then just kick the foot into the hand. So you can do this. So this gives yourself a really nice quad stretch. You can look down the left shoulder, open the heart to the side wall. Breathe in deeply. And then as you exhale, bring everything down to the mat. So you had 3 options there. So you just meet your body where it is. You don't have to do all of it. Let's do the left-hand side. Left leg out. Point the toes down. Right arm forward maybe. If you feel a little bit wobbly, think about engagement at the navel center and gaze down at the top edge of your mat. Length through the left leg, length through the right arm. Maybe bend into that left knee. Swoop the right arm behind maybe. Grab hold of the foot. Kick the foot into the hand. Nice. Maybe look down the right shoulder. Beautiful. 2 more breaths. Wherever you are is perfect for you today. And then exhale, bring everything down to the mat. Nice work. Split the knees quite wide. So my knees are pretty much on the edge of the mat. And then just bring the sit bones back onto the heels and come into child's pose. Bring the arms out in front. Bring the head down towards the floor. Remember, you can always support the head on the hands or on fists, or if you've got a block or a blanket. And then breathe into the entire back body. So really use the breath here. Deep, rich inhales, full exhales. That idea of breathing up and down the spine, breathe in space into the body, using the breath as the door to open the body up. Beautiful, nice. 3 more breaths here. It's just sometimes nice to hang around in your child's pose. Encouraging the spine to open, encouraging the hips to open. It's also a nice resting posture. Beautiful work. All right, keep the hands where they are. Press yourself back to all 4s. Shall we lift the hips and come into down dog? Let's do it. Spread through the fingers, lift the hips, come into down dog. And keep a bend in the knees. On this first one, elongate the spine. Breathe in long and deep. Press the heels down towards the floor, but that's not the most important thing. I think the most important thing is that you're comfortable. So let the head be nice and loose. Press into the arms, lift the hips away from the shoulders. And again, look how bent my knees are. That's because I can then keep that beautiful length in my spine. And then look between the hands and then just simply walk the feet up, just to the top of the mat. Oh, we might stand up in a minute. All right, stay in a forward fold though. Keep a bend in the knees. You see, you can straighten the legs if you want, or you can just bend in, and it just makes it so much more comfortable. On your next inhale, you're going to come up to your version of a flat back, halfway lift. So what I like to do is I like to keep a little bend in my knees, and then I'll bring my hands onto my knees themselves, lengthen my spine. So I really drop my belly down here. And if I drop my belly down, I can find length in my spine. Back of my neck is long. Exhale, fold. 2 more times. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in deeply. Nice. And if we want, inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold in deeply. And then this time, with your feet parallel, pressing down into the floor, bend deeper into the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up, come up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful, really nice. All right, let's do 2 half sun salutations, which is pretty much what we just did, but we'll link it all up with the breath. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands come down. Press into the feet. Inhale, gather up the energy that you're creating. Exhale, hands to heart center. Keep moving. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold deeply. Inhale, press into the feet, come up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Yes. All right, we'll move it on. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. Been working on these the last few months. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, this time, hands come down. Step 1 foot back, step the other foot back. Inhale, lengthen into your plank. Sun salutation A. Let's hold this for 3 breaths. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Remember, if you've got woodworm in your plank, bring the knees down. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Press into the outer edge of the feet. Last time, deep inhale. And then as you exhale, lower all the way to the floor. Keep the elbows tucked by the side of the body. Lower down nice and slowly. Press the feet into the floor, no rush. Take an inhale. Just raise the chest a tiny bit. Cobra pose. And then exhale, push back to all fours. And then push up to downward facing dog. That's all on one exhale. Downward facing dog. Let's play around with the breath because it's good fun. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Full exhale through the mouth. Deep inhale nose. Full exhale mouth. Last time, deep inhale nose. Full exhale mouth. And you can stick your tongue out if you want. It's called lion's breath. Beautiful. This time, bend into the knees. You can see I'm hinging my hips. Then just step to the top of the mat. So you might just do it in one step, then another step, right and left. Or you might walk up a couple of steps. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Press into the feet. Inhale, come up to stand. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Nice. So every movement has a breath. So the breath is really important. And if you find, oh, I can't match the breath with the movement, don't worry about it. It will just come. It just comes. And suddenly the breathing becomes a lot easier. But don't panic if you can't get it. I didn't get it for such a long time. I was like, I have no idea what's going on. All right. So bring the feet pretty much together. And then we're going to come into chest. So weight into the heels, bend into the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Nice. So you feel the weight coming backwards. You can see your toes, length in the spine. It's not all about how deep you can sit, but if you want to sit a little bit deeper, feel free. As you exhale, same thing, just bring the hands down. Take an inhale, flat back. Take an exhale, step the hands down. One foot steps back, the other foot steps back. Inhale into your plank. And then exhale, drop the knees, the chest and the chin. It's called 8-point pose. So you might want to watch me do it. So I keep my elbows tucked by the side of my body. My knees, chest, chin come down. You see my bum stays quite high. And then I inhale and I come into my cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. We'll get a chance to do it on the other side. So if you've never done it before, don't worry about it if it confuses you a little bit. All right. On your next inhale, sweep the right leg behind you. It's getting a little bit physical. What you're going to do with this right leg is you're going to step it in between the hands. So you might think there's no way I can do that. So if that's you, just step it a little bit forward. So maybe you just step it here, grab hold of the ankle, and then just bump it forward. So that could be an option. Drop the left knee down, take an inhale, lift the hands and the heart to the sky. So you just get your foot to the top of the mat any way that feels good for you. Back of the neck's long. Press the top of the left foot down into the floor. And then breathe here. Nice. Low lunge. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Nice. 3 more breaths. Deep inhale. Full exhale. Work with your own breath. Sinking the hips down, finding length in the spine. Beautiful. 1 more deep inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the hands down, frame the right foot, and then from here, keep the left knee just down on the floor, and then the right hand you're going to lift up, and then just do some nice shoulder circles. Go one way, 3 or 4 one way, and then you can swap around and go the other way. So just opening up through the rotator cuff of the shoulder, come back the other way. Nice. If you want to follow the hand with the gaze, feel free to do that. Beautiful. Really nice. And then come back all the way, bring the hand down, frame the right foot, lift the toes and lift the knee on the left-hand side, and then this right foot's going to be stepping back to meet it. All right, do it in 2 goes if you need to. Inhale, here we are, back in our plank. Exhale, here we go again, drop the knees, chest, chin. So you see I come down, bum stays high, knees, chest, chin touch. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. And we'll get another chance to just practice stepping that foot through. So this time we're going to do left leg. Sweep the left leg behind. And then as you exhale, you're going to step it in between the hands. So you bring the weight forward. You see how I start bringing the weight forward? I'm rounding into my spine. Already my foot is halfway there. And then I can just step it to the top of the mat. Or I just grab the ankle and I bump it up. Drop the right knee down. Nice deep inhale. Sweep the arms up to the sky. So you lift the hands and the heart. And then just sinking in here. So you sink into the hips. You find length in the spine. Sink into the hips. You find a length in the spine. Beautiful. Pressing the top of the right foot down into the floor. And as you press the top of that right foot, maybe feel it in this right quad. So loads of work going on here. One more deep inhale. And then exhale. Bring the hands down. This time, right hand down. And then just circle out the left arm. Nice big circles. A few times one way. Open up the shoulders. Few times the other way, maybe follow the gaze. Nice big circles. You'll be stretching into the neck here a little bit as well. Nice, last one coming up. Bring it all the way around. Frame the left foot. Tuck the toes on the right. Lift the knee. Step the left foot back. Last time we're going to do this. Inhale into your plank. Exhale, lowering all the way to the floor. Ashtanga Namaskar, 8-point pose. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes. Lift the hips. Downward facing dog. And this is the last downward facing dog we're going to do as well. Deep inhale. Full exhale. This time, deep inhale. And then as you exhale, bring the knees down onto the floor. This time, bring the knees together. Bring the sit bones back onto the heels. Let the head come down. And then just rest the palms so the face up towards the sky, down by the feet. Closed knees, child's pose. And then just breathe here. Deep inhales and full exhales. Just breathing all the way down the length of the spine. Relaxing the face, relaxing the shoulders. Fantastic work, everyone. Bring the hands by the knees, press into the palms, and then very, very gently, just roll up. Roll up, roll up. Sounds like I'm in a circus. And then come all the way up to sit. Nice, really nice. Right, we're going to sit back down. So again, if you want to sit up against the wall, feel free to do that. If you want to sit on a block, be my guest. I certainly am. And then we'll work a little bit into the neck, a little bit into the shoulders. So bring the hands so the palms down on the knees. Inhale the shoulders up, exhale down. Drop the shoulder blades down the back. Inhaling up, exhaling down. This is really good for just releasing tension in the shoulders. We carry so much of that in the tension in the shoulders and in the jaw, in the neck. A couple more. Inhale up. Hold them up towards the ears. And exhale, drop the shoulders down. Beautiful. Really nice. Really works for you, that does. We'll move into the neck a little bit. So let's do it this way. I think we might have done this last week. So the head's at center. Just drop the left ear over down to the left shoulder. So you're just feeling this stretch in the right hand side. Now this might be enough for you, but if you wanted to, you can bring up the left hand and just cup the left hand over the right ear. You're not pulling on the ear, you're just using the weight of the arm just to encourage the neck open. Try and keep your chin lifted, so don't collapse the chin down. If you wanted to with the right hand, you can always float it behind, or you can kind of have the palm up or the palm down, or you can press the fingers into the floor. Just working into the sensations of that right shoulder joint. Just be curious, maybe move the hands around. So you should feel the stretch into the right hand side of the neck and into the shoulder itself. Just play around, just notice what you notice and see where the sensations are. And then very, very gently, just bring the head back to center. Unclasp that hand, bring it down. And then we'll do the other side. So set yourself before we do. Take a deep inhale to center. And then a full exhale, just bring the right ear over to the right shoulder. Breathe deeply. And then if you wanted to, you can bring up the right hand, cup the right hand over the left ear. Just encourage an opening here. Left hand, you can lift up, you can turn the palm up, you can turn the palm down. Whatever feels good for you. You can bring the fingers onto the floor. So you've got loads and loads of options here. You just breathe in. You're keeping the chin lifted just a little bit, just to find the length in the left-hand side. Eyes can be closed or the gaze is soft. Beautiful. And then very, very gently, just unravel everything. Lift up the hand, bring the right hand down to meet the left. Press the fingers down into the floor, roll the shoulder blades back. Let out a really big sigh. Another one like that. Deep inhale through the nose. Full exhale, just let out a really big sigh. And then if the eyes are closed, just come with the eyes open. Beautiful. Really nice. Okay. So we'll do a little bit of breath work now. So this is called Nadi Shodan, or Nadi Shoda. It's alternate nostril breathing, and it's actually known as energy cleansing. So we breathe through the right and we breathe through the left of the nostrils, and we just alternate it. So what we're going to do today, we're going to do it with a different count and a different breath retention, which sounds absolutely impossible, doesn't it? You're like, I have no idea what you're talking about. But I'm going to talk you through it, and it's really simple. Left hand, you don't do anything with that, so you can just bring the left hand up. It's on the left knee. Right hand is going to be important. The right thumb will block off the right nostril, and then the ring finger or the little finger, that's the little finger, that's the ring finger, will block off the left nostril. So you're just moving like this, okay? I'll probably move a little bit closer to you guys, actually. Let's do it so you can see me. I was going to say, let's do it so you can see my beautiful face. There it is. All right, so sit nice and tall. At least I laugh at my jokes. All right, so the right hand's up, left hand just pointing up here, just on the left knee. So I'm going to talk you through the different breath retentions we do. So I'll take all the guesswork out of it. So you might close the eyes or keep the gaze soft. Block off the right nostril with the thumb. Inhale through the left nostril for a count of 3. And then hold the breath here at the top for a count of 9. Don't worry, I count quickly. Holding the breath, retaining it. Don't strain. And then block off the left nostril with the ring finger or the little finger. Exhale through the right nostril for 6. Inhale right for 3. Hold at the top for 9. Block off the right nostril. Exhale left for 6. Inhale left for 3. Nice deep breath. Hold at the top for 9. Block off left nostril, exhale through the right for 6. Inhale through the right for 3, deep inhale. Hold at the top for a count of 9, hold the breath. Block off right, exhale for a count of 6, through the left. 2 more rounds. Inhale left for 3. Hold for 9. Block off left. Exhale right 6. Inhale right 3. Hold for 9. Block off right with the thumb. Exhale through the left for 6. Final round. Inhale left for 3. Block off left, exhale right for 6. Inhale through the right for 3. Hold at the top. Final hold here. Block off right. Exhale through the left for 6 for the final time. And then you can just release the right hand down to meet the left. Nice, everyone. Bring the thumb and forefinger together, so Gyan Mudra on both hands, and then just find stillness. Just totally relax here. Relax the shoulders. That idea of feeling light around the body and light emanating from the body. All of that physical work that you've done, just let it integrate. And just notice the effects of your practice this afternoon, or this morning, or this evening, whenever you chose to practice. Beautiful. If the eyes are closed, keep them closed, or the gaze is soft, and then just rub the hands together at heart center. Create a load of heat, loads of heat in between the palms. And then what you're going to do when you've created that heat is you're going to place the the palms face in to the closed eyes. So just cup the palms in and then open the eyes and just let the heat of the palms just rush into the eyes. Rotate the eyes a couple of times one way, rotate the eyes a couple of times the other way. And then you can open the eyes and then just give yourself a little rub, a little pat. So maybe start with the head. You can start forehead and come down to the ears, and then maybe the nose. And just bathe yourself with a little bit of golden light that you've created in between your hands. I'm just making it up now, aren't I? It just feels nice, you know, that connection with yourself. And then place the left hand on the heart and place the right hand on the left hand. Yep, right hand on the left hand. Relax the shoulders. This is your deep connection with yourself. And I would like you to fully appreciate yourself. Fully appreciate yourself. Fully appreciate everything you do for yourself. The ways that you nourish yourself. The ways that you take care of yourself. And probably just for a moment, just notice the ways that you don't. And we'll just try and step more into the ways that we do. And then bring the hands to prayer. And if you want to, you can bring the head down to your prayer. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for joining today. It's always really, really lovely to see you all, and really nice to practice with you in, yes, this beautiful room with natural light. Look at this. Look at these windows. Absolutely amazing stuff. There's still a lot of work going on. So if you're ever in the beautiful East Midlands and you want to come to Leicester, because we know Leicester's a top tourist attraction, and you're more than welcome to come and see us at any time. Space to Breathe Collective, we're called, and you'll find us on Facebook. Thank you for sticking with us and waiting for me to arrive. Yeah, it's really nice to see you all. Take care. I'll see you next week. Namaste. Blessings.